Hi Pisces, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is your love reading starting today on the 15th of May, and I'm incorporating the frequency of the number into the basis of your reading. So number 15 is awesome because we have a new beginning with the number 1, or fresh new start. Number 5 is all about change and life path, or but it could be change in life path or change of life path. Combining those two, we have a number 6, which speaks about the totality of you, being completely in alignment with yourself, alignment with your inner being, higher self, whatever you want to call it, and having that as a foundation for your love story. That's really beautiful. So let's see specifically, Pisces, what's going on for you for the very near future is what I'm asking about. What's going on for the very near future for Pisces? I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. Is not a typical tarot reading though. I'm only using the images to get my own intuition going. Nope. That was a bit too many. We have 2s. We want at least one more, but not the entire deck. Okay. That was funny. So I think we have a situation where we might have the ketchup effect going. Like nothing, everything. Or rather nothing, little something, nothing, everything. That was good. 3 of Gabriel. So we have passion, creativity, joy, fun, with the number 3, and also the orange border, which speaks about your sacral energy center, which is your creativity and sexual center. That is really bubbly here. That is really opening up, I want to say. So if you feel like it's been a bit stagnant before, maybe it's been a bit, you haven't really recognized yourself, you haven't really been yourself, or been that creative as you want to be, or felt in your sexual vibe. I want to make clear that sexual energy doesn't necessarily mean that you want to have sex all the time. It just is a very it's a very passionate side to you, just feeling awake and feeling alive and feeling like you want to do things. You want to wake up in the morning and be excited about your day. That's sexual energy. It can also mean sex for a lot of people, but doesn't have to necessarily. So this is all about the ship is coming in. There's something that, like, all the sails are all over the place. It's ready to go, ready to fly. You're ready. You have a red dress on, borderlining orange with orange border. Probably is supposed to look more orange than red, but I portray it as red as well, so I'm going to stick to that. So you're somewhat laying a new foundation for your love story. There's something, whether you're in a committed relationship, whether you're separated or single, you're laying a new foundation as we speak, and you're not highlighting, you're emphasizing the it has become very obvious to you that passion, like shared passion with your partner, or at least be able to be passionate on your own. Like, you don't have to be passionate with your partner all day, every day, of every hour, but it has become obvious to you that you want to have a relationship where you can be creative and passionate and sexual. Those things are very important for you, it seems, right now. And whether you're in a committed relationship and something has happened in a relationship for you to find that out, or if you were in a separated, or you were together with somebody and now you're separated, it's like you come to some aha moments there, realizing what it is that you want. And now, or being a single Pisces, with all those emotions, like Pisces, you run so deep. So it's like the feeling of being met creatively, or like I said, again, it doesn't have to be that you're sharing the exact same view on life or having this exact same outlook, but you just have to feel like you can be the creative self that you are. That has been, it's something around that has become very obvious to you lately, that this is what you're seeking. You're seeking like-minded people, obviously, we all do, but to be able to be that free and creative and be that, I don't know, that sexual being that you are, it's important to you. And you should stick to that, and your ship is coming in. So it's answered. It's the universe has heard your call. There's something about you, Pisces, you're very ready to go. You packed your bags, you laid a new foundation. There's nothing more to really be dealing with, but to just go. And then we have Seven of Michael, and Seven of Michael, 7 is there that there's a completion, and this is almost speaks about the same thing here. It's a completion. We can call it on the 7th day he rested. On the 7th day he rested, and so for 6 days you created the world. So you've been quite busy, Pisces, or the new world maybe. You've been creating the new world in 6 days, and you've done a wonderful job in terms of your love story. You know what you want because you know so clearly what you don't want, and it has become clear about what you're looking for. The universe has heard you. You packed your bags. The ship has come in. There's something to it that you still want to walk down the old path, and you're being now shown a new path, a completely new path. And if you're now sitting there at home watching this and you're like, no, I'm not, for just one moment, open up and say, could there be another way? Could there be an opening somewhere that I sort of hadn't let in? Am I sitting here and I want to be with that separated person and they're not coming? Am I single and I seem not to be meeting that person? Am I in a committed relationship and I don't know, for a while there we were not that close? Could there be another path? Because if it was the right path, you would have been with your person now. If it was, you know what I mean. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that you're being shown a different path. You're being shown a new path. And from the very get-go, from the very beginning of, or the startup of this, you're so used. Wait, Pisces. I think it comes down to the language around this would just be, don't settle for less, or don't revisit things that you've outgrown. There's something to this that you've okay, so it has become very obvious to you that the emphasis is on creativity, passion, and sexuality. It's like, in Pisces, we're talking creating a new earth here. We're talking like you're so passionate about life. You're so passionate about your creations. And you don't have to necessarily involve your partner in all your creations, but your partner has to allow for you to be that creative, or for you to be that sexual being that you are. And I know that some people are going to lean towards being really creative, and some people are going to lean towards being more of having the sexual drive, and of course everywhere in the between. But I almost pick up these different groups here. It's almost like a division of more creative and more and I shouldn't do that, but that's what I'm feeling. And obviously this could stem for every person. It doesn't have to be Pisces. It's just that your emotions run so deep. So when this is being messed with a bit, it messes with your being. It messes with your existence almost. It sounds very dramatic, and it somewhat is. So there's just something. What I'm trying to say here, very slowly, you're needing somebody else to really understand your creative and sexual side. And you've come to terms with that, and you understand that. You understand that now, that's what you need. Okay, so that's what you need. Okay, and the universe has heard you. The ship is coming in. So in order for you to get that, we can't go down the same route as we did before, because that's where they didn't understand you. That's where if you're in a committed relationship, we don't understand each other, and we're living under the same roof, but we are, it's Pisces, you probably are not in the face of somebody else, but maybe there's like quiet time underneath the roof. We're in the same house, but it's quiet time. And if you're in a separated situation, you've gone down that route, so I don't have to explain that to you one more time. You're being shown a different route here. You're being shown a different path. That path will make you so freaking happy. Just send out to the universe. Just open your eyes, or just sort of take a little extra look at yourself and say, okay, I'm willing to try a new path. And you might think that you already are trying a new path. You might think that that's all you do every day. You're trying a new path. But to just sort of just check in with yourself and say, I'm willing to try a new path. I'm gonna really keep my eyes open, and I'm gonna really. And it's not so much like you're looking for an outside thing. I hope I make that clear. It's not like, where is this new path? Should I take a right down at that like store down there, or should I, this is an internal journey. So there's something within you that needs to shift a tiny bit so that you're attracting a new path. But I think that's quite obvious, isn't it? And so for you right now, you've wished to the universe. You know what you want. The universe has heard you and almost answered your prayer. There's nothing more for you to do. There's already movement forward. It's Michael, so it's movement forward. It's very authentic and real and honest. So this is taking place. What your job now is to do is just to sort of lean back and have it almost delivered to you, because you in your resting time have activated that possibility to attract that. I hope I make myself clear. And then we have, so 14 comes in, and if you heard me talk just for the past few weeks maybe, 14, I know 14 has a unique frequency. Every number has a unique frequency, and that unique frequency, I don't think you can tamper with it. I don't think you can change it. But it has changed for me. So 14, it is a new beginning. It's a heart matter, and it's a number 5 again there again. Like it was in the today's date. 14 for me has become kind and very generous and very, like I always do, I lower my voice a bit. It's very soft. It's very friendly and really gorgeous. It's a really gorgeous number. If I were ever to be in love with a number, I'm in love with 14. This energy is coming in around you. This energy is something that is going to help you open up even more and sort of allow for that Piscean deep energy to be met, to be heard, if that makes sense. There's solutions. It's called solutions. There's solutions coming in. There's a new, like you're being ignited. There's an inner light that starts to shine within you. I'm not talking about that you're depressed. I'm not talking about that you're not already there, like feeling really good about yourself. Just so we make that clear, because when I say that there's a passion, that's ignited inside of you, it sounds like you've been dead before. You haven't. This is something that a person who's already quite high up, they can sort of attract this type of light and attract this type of relationship. Somebody that's really closed off is nowhere near this. So it's really, really beautiful already. You're so freaking authentic. You're so real. Maybe annoyingly real for some. I just have to say, because I remember, I'm not Pisces, I'm Leo, but with a whole other bunch of things in my chart. So I just remember a past relationship where I was with this person who said, it was from a movie. I can't remember the movie now. That they had a machine there. They had a robot, and the robot had, you could sort of you could put the setting on like 100% truth, 99% truth, 80% truth. And he was like, I wish I could have that on you. We could tone your truth down a bit. I was like, what? It's a good thing to be truthful. Maybe it's sometimes not so fun for people if you're pointing out the truth all the time. So I just remember that. So maybe you relate to that, maybe sometimes. Okay. Oh, shoot. The weather here is so crazy. 9 of Gabriel. So we have an ending of this dry spell. If there's ever been a dry spell. Wait, did we not say this last week? I just remember dry spell. Like maybe you have some of you guys have had like a little not so much action going on, if you know what I mean. Or not having any person at all going on with anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be sex, but just be like, okay, so what I'm feeling here, 9 of Gabriel. So we have the ship coming in, 3 of Gabriel, and then we have 9. So it is an ending of something. You're coming out of this stale situation. You're coming out from being single. You're coming out from being separated. Whatever was going on in maybe a bit of a stale situation in your committed relationship. Whatever, it feels like you had this card. I might be wrong. And sometimes I get the card, but I get a completely different message. But the reason I remember it is because I think I had the same message with the same card. So I think like it was up until this point, it was very much like growing, and then we have a dry patch. Like nothing really has happened, and nothing really is happening, and then everything at once. It's exactly what I explained from the cards falling out. And so we're looking at this. You can start to dig. We're here. We've entered here. We've chosen the right path for us. We've chosen like to walk a different path so that something is opening up. And what happens immediately is that from almost nowhere, like the ketchup effect, from almost nowhere, you're standing in this field, this green field, and you're ready to start to dig. It's like ready to reap the rewards, to have the fruit, to really have this gorgeous relationship come in. And I always see this heart in the back there. Not always. I think it was last time I discovered this heart among the trees. Like you have your heart among the trees or something. I think that's for 1 or 2 people, that you have your heart in your tree, in the trees. Maybe you have a close connection to the trees or something, to the forest maybe. Okay, what else for Pisces? Pisces. There you go. Very determined once it's out. Oh, wow. Knight of Raphael. Romantic, dramatic, poetic, and introspective. Here comes your person. Committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So, nothing, everything. Ketchup effect. When you're shifting that little thing inside of you, like there's a new path here, you're going to come together again with your committed, with your separated, and you're not going to be single for much longer. And you're ready for it. You have a shovel and everything. You're ready to dig deep. And he's absolutely gorgeous, or she. They're coming in. I'm going to continue this in the extended and see what I can find about your person, about you, about the situation. So if you resonate with this relationship, if you resonate with this reading, you probably will resonate with the extended. I just want to say that I lowered the price there. That's my little small contribution to mankind right now, because everybody's going through some hard times. So I hope that is helping some of you guys. I do want to say thank you so much for the donation. It's like the minute that I lowered the price, they started to get more donations. So that was really beautiful how that happened. So thank you for that. Other than that, the link is in the description box if you want to come to the extended. If this is where we part ways, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye, Pisces.